Scaling to five-figure months isn't just about more hustle. It is about creating a business model that works for you. And that means having multiple revenue streams and systems in place and possibly a team. So tools are going to be what helps you get there, not more hustle. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Socially Awesome Podcast. Alyece Smith here. So excited because today we're going to break down what it takes to scale your business to five-figure months without working yourself into the ground. Okay. So this is something I get a lot of, I don't want to say noise. That's not what I'm looking for. A lot of interest around because everyone wants that $10,000 a month, right? Everyone wants that. But the truth is, it's actually easier to get there than you think. The problem is staying there. Okay, so when we're talking about scaling, it's not just about, oh, I hit this number. It's about staying at that number. All right, so I really want to break this down for you today and give you, of course, some action steps for you to put into your business. As always, you guys know I am all about the action steps, right? Because implementation is key. It is not, all about concepts. It's not all about learning. It's about taking massive, messy action. All right. So talking about this, scaling to five-figure months isn't just about more hustle, right? It's about creating a business model that works for you. And that means having multiple streams. That means having systems in place, possibly a team. A lot of people have VAs that are in the online business world. And most importantly, automation tools. Okay, those are the things that are going to help get you there. Now, I actually did a full masterclass that it's free. I showed behind the scenes of what my rinse and repeat content strategy looks like. So if you haven't already grabbed my Sales Machine Masterclass, I'm going to drop that in the show notes for you. But inside that masterclass, I really dive into how simple this can be for you. Okay, so looking at this, why do you need to shift your business model? Trying to hit those five-figure months by working harder is a recipe for burnout. And odds are right now you're already overwhelmed, you're already stressed. You're probably even thinking like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, especially if you're working a 9 to 5, you've still got kids in the home, right? So it really is just a recipe for, I don't want to say failing, that's not the word. Quitting is a better word, because when you get to a point where you're just like, I can't do this anymore, you quit, right? And then you also start doubting yourself. You start thinking, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm just not good at this, right? So if you keep trading your time for your money, you'll cap your growth. And we have a lot of talk around this in the online space when it comes to like people with jobs, right? That is something that digital marketers that are in the wealth space are constantly using in their marketing. You're trading your time for money. You're trading your time for money. Well, if you are an entrepreneur that is doing everything yourself, you're not using automation, you are not, setting up your business model to be scalable, you're also trading time for money. So you're also capping your income, right? So really keep that in mind. But the key is to work smarter by building systems and automating tasks. Okay. So we talk so much in the online space about content creation, more, be out there, get seen, all of those things. But the truth is, most of the time, it's not a growth issue. It's a system issue. And you can serve more clients and sell more products without doing more manually. Okay. So this is the way to create sustainability in your business where growth doesn't just depend on you showing up. And if your business is closed when you are sleeping in your online business, then you are setting yourself up for failure. So let's get into the action tips. I really want to give you some practical steps to start scaling your business to those consistent five-figure months. And again, make sure you grab that masterclass. Like, it is so valuable. And I show you the behind the scenes of everything, and it costs you $0. Okay. First thing is look for how you can create reoccurring revenue. Right? So looking for ways to bring in predictable income every month. This can be a membership program. This could be a subscription, retainer-based services. So if you're like a VA or a social media manager, having contracts, things like that. But an example of this would be like my Social Success Club membership. Okay. My Social Success Club membership provides reoccurring income while I'm helping others, right? So it is a monthly mentorship membership. If you're not in the club, definitely check that out in the show notes. But inside the club, I do weekly calls with my students. I have curriculum that they can go through, trainings, and I have a community. So I'm constantly providing support on their branding, their messaging, their content, getting organized in their business, all of those things. But it's also reoccurring revenue for me, right? So I know if I have 40 members in my club every month, I have at least 40 sales coming through. This is a way to get to those big cash months, because if you're not doing that, every month you're starting over at zero, right? The second way is leveraging automation. So using those automation tools to handle repetitive tasks. And we did an entire episode yesterday on automation. So definitely last week on automation. So definitely go back and listen to that if you missed it. But things like email marketing, social media scheduling, all of those things can be automated. DMs can be automated on Instagram and Facebook. Really looking at how you can leverage that time. Because again, and like I said, I don't want to dive too much into this because I did a whole episode on it, but if you're spending 5 hours a week right now answering all of your DMs and you're making 10 sales a month, how are you going to get to 100 sales a month? You can't create more hours in the day, right? You have to leverage that automation to get there. All right. The third tip, upselling and cross-selling. So looking at offering existing customers, clients, high tier services, maybe complimentary products. This increases the lifetime value of each client. So if you only have one offer, and let's say it's a course and I buy it, I'm done, right? I'm done until you either release something else or offer me something else. So when you're looking at upselling, then you can increase the cart of one person, right? So think about the last time you were shopping online and it said, if you spend $5 more, you save free shipping, right? They're upselling you. So you want to think about ways you could do the same thing. Maybe, you offer a one-on-one call when they buy your course so you can help them get set up for success, right? Maybe let's say they get in your 6-week postpartum boot camp. Maybe you upsell them a recipe book, or you cross-sell them into your mentorship or your membership, right? So you need to be looking for ways that you can have order bumps, upsells, cross-sells, and increase that cart, because that's going to help you helps you make less sales by making more money, right? So if you're increasing the cart of every customer, then you don't need as many customers to get to your goal. All right. 4, focusing on high ticket offers. A lot of people are really afraid of high ticket offers, but if you want to hit 5-figure months faster, consider offering higher priced services or packages that provide more value. So not saying you can't get to big months with low ticket offers. I have a creator, Abigail Pugh, I mention her all the time, that I follow, who has never released an offer over $200, and she made $1 million in 18 months. So it's possible, but she has a large audience that she has built on IG. If you want to get there faster, having higher ticket items, you don't have to sell as much. So think about programs or coaching or something that you can offer that's a higher price. All right. And number 5 is consider building a team when you need that, right? So when you hire a virtual assistant or you outsource tasks that are taking you a ton of time and you start delegating, you can focus more on growth and strategy. So you might not be there right now in your business, but you need to be thinking about that in the future. So if your goal is to get your workday down to a 3-hour workday, what has to come off your plate to be able to do that? And then how can it come off your plate? The only way is to either automate it, to delete it completely, or to hire someone to do it. And honestly, you can hire a VA for a very low cost in your business. It's a lot less than people think. And if you could outsource just 5 hours a week to a VA, well, how much money could you make in those 5 hours if you had time to actually do your money-making tasks, right? So take that into consideration. You don't have to work harder to hit 5-figure months. You just need to be more strategic. I want you to start by creating systems, automating where you can, and building a scalable business. Okay, that's the key. So, as always, if you got any value out of this episode at all, please leave us a review. It's my absolute love language. Subscribe to the podcast so you get updated every week when we drop new episodes. And as always, take a screenshot of you listening to this, throw it on your IG stories and tag me at socially.awesome. I want to share you with my audience. And your audience wants to see that you are continuing to grow and build in your business. They want to learn from people that are growing, okay? So if you're not already in the Socially Awesome community, make sure you do that as well. We have, tips, tricks, and trainings in there every single week for free to help you with your business online. I've got that linked in the show notes for you. And definitely, I'm going to say it again, I'm beating a dead horse here, but check out the Sales Machine Masterclass. It's going to pay off for you and your business. As always, I will see you next Tuesday. Make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome.